Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about 7 tricks that narcissists use to get you to chase after them. Narcissists are all about games, so you have to understand they're not transparent, they're not upfront, and they're going to play these they're going to do these tricks on you to get you to the point where you are chasing after them, you are thirsty for them. So let me talk about the 7 tricks that narcissists use to get you to chase them. Number 1, one of the most common ways they get you to chase them is they ignore your calls and texts. A narcissist who ignores your calls and texts, there's 2 reasons why they'll do that. Either 1, they don't need you, so they don't care if you're calling and texting. Or 2, they're playing a game with you and they want you to keep calling, all right? So you may text the narcissist. You may see that it says read. Some of them will actually, they don't even care that their phone, like the iPhone, might say read. And they know that you saw that it said read, but they're still not responding to you. And they're doing it deliberately, all right? They're doing it deliberately because they want to show you that you're not important. They want to also test you to see if you keep texting, like, did you get my message? How come you're not responding? This and that, Or they want to see if you keep calling and blowing up their phones. That's how they're going to be able to gauge, how much control they have over you, how much they have you wrapped. So they're going to withdraw and they're going to wait and see how much you chase after them, all right? This is how they get you to chase them. So, if you're calling them all the time or you're texting them or you're asking them, how come you don't call me so much? How come you don't text me so much? Then that narcissist knows they've got you wrapped, all right? And they will do it more and more to keep you. They don't want to give you a sense of comfort. They always want to have you be a little bit uneasy so that you're always searching and looking for them, all right? What's another way that narcissists get you to chase them? Well, this is classic, all right? This is like the narcissist during the love bombing. They give you plenty of attention. They're, again, in the beginning, during the love bombing, they're going to be calling, blowing up your phone. It's going to be like rapid fire texts. They're going to be having you on the phone night and day. So what are they doing? They're giving you a lot of attention. This is to hook you. All right. They want to hook you. So in the beginning, they're going to give you a lot of attention, flirt with you, flatter you, be very charming, tell you how wonderful you are. And what's that going to do, you guys? That's going to make you feel really good. That's going to make you feel really great. That's going to, you're going to want to be around somebody who makes you feel good, right? And then what do? They take away that attention. They stop, they stop, like I said, with the calls. They're going to call less and less. That usually means they've got you already. Now they know they've got you hooked, and they no longer have to give you that attention. So you're constantly trying to get the attention that you had in the beginning. And it's also going to make you question yourself. You're going to say, did I do something wrong? Is there something wrong with me? You're going to question whether you did something wrong to cause the narcissist to not be chasing after you anymore. There could be a lot of reasons, like I said, why the narcissist stops chasing you. It's because they already got you, or they could have an interest in another supply, or, they're getting bored with you. So this is another way they could, get you to chase after them, give you a lot of attention, and then take that attention away, all right? And that will cause you to keep trying to get back what you had in the beginning. See, you're not realizing you're in a game with the narcissist. They realize it, all right? And this is what they do. They want you to keep chasing after that attention that you had in the beginning, all right? Now, the next way that narcissists get you to chase them is they want you to lust after them. And this in particular is common with female covert narcissists. They use their sexuality to hook you, all right? So what are they going to do? And male narcissists do this as well. They're going to send you sexy pictures. They're going to flood your phone with sexy pictures. You're going to have so many pictures of them. They're going to be sending you like 5, 6, 7 pictures a day, all right? And what does that do? That's to keep them in your head and remind you of them. That's going to have you daydreaming about them, thinking about having sex with them. So this is how they get you to chase you as well. They send you these pictures, have you lusting after them. And what's that going to do? You're going to constantly be looking for them, because every time you're bored or you're at work, you're going to be looking at those pictures and you're going to be like lusting after them. And you're going to want that attention from them. And you're not going to get it like you used to in the beginning, but it's to keep them in your mind. So now you have a phone filled with all these pictures of the narcissists, and a lot of them love to send you naked pictures, because when especially the female covert narcissists, like I've had clients that have told me that the female covert narcissist out of the blue just sends naked pictures. Well, they're doing it deliberately. This is their way to keep, you lusting after them, because when you're lusting after them, they can control you, all right? Now, moving along on how narcissists get you to chase them. Okay, this is classic. They make you jealous by being friendly to other people, okay? So they may even actually flirt in front of you to make you feel uneasy, all right? They want you jealous because they want to show you that they are valuable, that other people like them, that other people want them. So you may go out to eat with them and they may be flirting with the waiter or waitress. You might be at a party and they're laughing and giggling and, flattering who's ever there. They're trying to make you jealous. That's going to make you feel uncomfortable. That's going to make you feel insecure. And that's going to make you be chasing after them for your attention, because you're saying to yourself, why are they giving all these other people attention and they're not giving me their attention? Because they're doing it deliberately, because they want you to chase after them and chase after that attention that they're giving others. So, and they also want, like I said, they also want to build that insecurity in you, like, you're nothing, and look at these other people, all right? That makes you feel insecure, that they have something that you don't, all right? Next, on how narcissists get you to chase them. Okay, this classic, all right, in the beginning, the future faking. Narcissists, they're going to study you in the beginning. They're going to try to see what you're about, okay? What are your dreams? That's why a lot of times when you talk to people that you meet online on dating apps, they're going to try to feel you out to see where your head's at, whether you're somebody who's looking for a hookup or whether you're looking for something serious. And they will actually come out and ask you, so what are you looking for? All right? And if you sit there and you say, well, I'm looking to meet somebody serious, blah, blah, blah. Now they know, okay, they're looking for somebody serious. Now I have to mold myself into that serious person. Now I have to figure out what they want, and I have to mirror that and future fake that, so that this person thinks that I'm their perfect partner and that they will, trust me so that I could get that supply out of them. So they're going to future fake you. They're going to find out what your hopes and dreams are. Like if you say, I want to be married, I want to live in the country. They're going to be talking about the country. They're going to be talking about all these things you could do in the country. They're going to build up that dream. They're going to build up that fantasy. All right. They're going to be so picture perfect of what you want that it's going to cause you to chase after them, because you figure they're the one. They want you to think that they're the one. And what they actually do, and I mentioned this in another podcast, is, like I said, in the beginning, they're going to keep you on the phone for hours, all right? You're going to be so exhausted from talking to them on the phone. And you're going to think like, wow, if they're spending all this time on the phone with me, they must really like me, right? No, it's not because they really like you. It's because you really have a supply that they want, all right? And what they'll do is, after keeping you on the phone for hours, let's say the night before or 2 nights before, they're actually going to make a comment and they're going to say, we have a really good connection. We got something here. We have a good connection. we have a really, really good connection, all right? Or how they like to play you, and this is somebody who's running game on you. They'll say something to you like, you're the one who's going to take me off the dating app. They all do this, okay? They all say, you're the one who's going to take me off the dating app or something. It's to make you think that you're wonderful, you're special, and all of that. So they want to build up this future faking in your head, all right? So now here you are. You met this person. They're giving you a lot of attention. They're being consistent in the beginning. See, people talk about, narcissists aren't consistent. They are in the beginning. And see, that's what fools people, because they are very, very consistent in the beginning, and then it drops. They stop being consistent. And what does that do? That's going to cause you to chase them, all right? Because now you're thinking about all these future faking dreams. Maybe they said, we'd have beautiful kids together. Or, I'd love to, be married to you and have a boat on a lake. And you're going to boat on a lake. And you're going to be thinking about all these things like, wow, this is great. This is exactly what I want. And then what does that narcissist do? They stop giving you attention, okay? Now they're not calling you as much. Now they're breadcrumbing you. Now they're giving you excuses. Now you're going to be getting the good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome text. How's your day going, beautiful? Then at night it's going to be, good night, beautiful. Good night, handsome. All right. And you're saying to yourself, what happened? Why aren't they keeping me on the phone? Why are they not looking to talk to me as much? They seem to be so into me and everything like that. So but they're going to gaslight you. If you bring it up to them and you say, you don't call me as much, or you don't seem to want to talk, they're going to say, I'm just been really busy, or, I've been at my mother's, I've been trying to help her, I love you so much, but I have all these other things I have to take care of and everything like that. That is an excuse. Okay, they're gaslighting you. They're gaslighting you because even the busiest person in the world will make time for somebody they really care about. But see, they stop making time for you, or they stop giving you their time. And that's going to cause you to chase after them, all right? So, it's like somebody that gets somebody addicted on drugs. They give them a lot of drugs and then they take all the drugs away and the person's like suffering from withdrawal. And that's exactly what the narcissist is doing. They're giving you love withdrawal. And this is going to cause you to chase after them, all right? The other way that they get you to chase after them, all right, and I've seen narcissists do this, they'll post a picture of themselves and then people get on the post and they're commenting and they're telling them how great they look. And again, this is another way they're trying to make you jealous, all right? So they're trying to make you jealous, and this will keep you coming after them because you're worried. You're worried that there's other people that are interested in them. So, and they do it deliberately. They want you to worry. They want you to be jealous. So, they want you to see the attention that they're getting from people commenting on the post like, hey, gorgeous, hey, handsome, or looking sexy today or something like that. That competition, what's that saying? Competition breeds people wanting you more, all right? So this is how the narcissist as well gets you to chase after them, by showing you that there's other people that are interested in them, all right? So they love to make you jealous. The other thing too, that besides that, making you feel good and all of that, they also make promises to you and then they don't follow through. All right. The classic covert narcissist, and you're thinking about, maybe they promise to take you on vacation, or they promise to do something with you over the weekend and they don't do it. And what are you going to do? You're going to chase at what does the normal person do that doesn't realize when they're dealing with a narcissist? You're going to be calling and texting and be saying, I thought we were going, hiking this weekend. I thought we were going to go out to that restaurant this weekend. And they're going to gaslight you, and they're going to say, oh yeah, I would love to, but I got to work again this weekend. Sorry, I wanted to, but I got to work again. again. Meanwhile, they're not working. They're going to be out with another supply. But it's going to make you thirsty for them because you're thinking about all these things that you wanted to do. So they're future faking. They're building that dream. They're building that fantasy. They're creating jealousy in you by flirting with other people or showing you other people that are interested in them. They're going to start to ignore your calls and texts. See, a relationship with a narcissist, it starts at the top where that's the best of it. The best of a relationship with the narcissist is in the very beginning, and you'll never see that again, okay? That will never come back. Even if they hoover you and you let them back in, that it'll never be the same as it was in the beginning because they got to know you, you got to know them, and they saw things that they didn't like in you, and you saw things that you didn't like in them. And when you get back together with them, it's never going to be the same as in the very, very beginning when you don't know each other, okay? Because also keep in mind, narcissists have fantasized about you in the very beginning, thinking that you are something that you're not. They built you up in their minds. If it was a situation where they were after you and they were lusting after you, if it was a situation where they were after you and it was a financial thing, no, it wasn't like that. It was purely calculated acting and all of that, all right, to get that financial supply out of you. But if a narcissist was lusting after you, they built you up in their mind, and you're never going to get back what you had in the beginning. And again, that's going to cause you to keep trying and trying and trying and trying to get that person to, get that love that you got in the beginning. And it wasn't a true, authentic love, all right? It's just that they built up a love bubble in your head and a fantasy that was never real. It was never real, okay? So you guys, you got to understand something. Never ever chase a narcissist, because when you chase a narcissist, you lose your power. And trust me when I tell you, they will treat you like garbage. They will treat you, if that narcissist knows they've got you, they're going to treat you like garbage, all right? So they, like I said too, they make you feel really good, and then they take it away and they cause a withdrawal. And that withdrawal causes you to chase them. Another way that narcissists get you to chase them is to never, ever validate you. This is classic covert narcissist. They never tell you you're right. They never compliment you. They never, tell you did a good job. Maybe you told them you did well or something at work. You're getting a promotion, and you don't really get like, oh, that's terrific or anything. You don't get that. You just say, oh, okay. And then they may change the subject. Oh, yeah, I should be getting a job too, or something like that. In other words, they're not validating you. They're not giving you praise. And you're constantly trying to get that attention and that validation that you did something good. And you really don't get it. You don't get it. You may get a half-assed, oh, okay, that's good. And then they change the subject. Oh, let me tell you about this that happened today. This is classic what they'll do, okay? You tell them something good that's going on in your life, and then they just kind of dismiss it and say, oh, okay, good. Oh, okay, I'm happy for you. And then they change the subject, all right? This classic covert narcissist, because they don't want to hear it, and it's going to make you feel like they don't care, which they don't, all right? And it's not going to validate you. It's going to make you feel low about yourself. And you're going to constantly be trying to chase them and trying to get their approval. You want them to, say, oh, I think you're doing a great job, or I'm proud of you, or something like, and you're not going to get that. They're just not going to do it. So they always, that's another way to control you. And narcissistic parents do that all the time. They won't praise their children. And it's to keep their children constantly chasing after them for that praise. All right. It's a way to control them. So these are all the ways that narcissists try to, have you to chase them. If you guys have any other ideas and you want to drop them in the comments, drop them in the comments. If I missed anything of how narcissists get you to chase them, like I said, I'll run down the list. They ignore you. They give you a lot of attention, then they take it away. They have you lusting after them, sexy pictures they send. So they're always in your head. They make you jealous with other people. They build up your head with future faking. They make you feel good. Like I said, take it away, and you're chasing that feeling, all right? A lot of times you don't even want the narcissist, whether you realize it or not. You're just chasing the feeling. A lot of people are chasing the feeling of being in love. It's not so much that the narcissist was great, but they want that feeling, that feeling, that euphoric feeling that they had with this person. It's not love, because love is something that grows over time and it's a mutual sacrifice between two people. That's not what you had with the narcissist, all right? A lot of times it's just a lust thing, all right? You were led by temptation of the narcissist. You were lusting after them. A lot of times, you guys, I'm telling you, it was a lust thing, all right? And then you wonder why it doesn't work out, because the narcissist didn't love you, all right? The narcissist didn't love you because they can't attach to anything or anybody, but it was, it was just maybe a lustful thing, or you had good times, or it was the feeling that you had, all right? So I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. If you're looking for confidential coaching, one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio at askgaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed. Again, you guys, I have limited time space. I don't know how much more I can do coaching because I'm working on 2 other projects. Also, TikTok is The Game Exposed. YouTube is The Game Exposed Podcast. Facebook, new Facebook page, Game EXP 777. And Instagram, you guys, is The Game EXP 123. And have a great day.